5 of the most famous guests to ever appear on Shark Tank. Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Film Discover. Over the past 6 seasons of Shark Tank, we've seen some pretty amazing episodes, with some entrepreneurs making us laugh out loud and others having us shaking our heads while wondering, why didn't I think of that? Today I'm listing the 5 most famous guests to appear on Shark Tank. There are some all-time favorites I really recommend you tune in for. Number 1. Bethany Frankel.
I'll do it at 6%, 500,000 right now.
Wow.
As a multiple New York Times best-selling author, founder of women's lifestyle company Skinny Girl, and talk show host, Frankel is a do-it-all kind of businesswoman. She entered the tank several times in season 9 with a fury like a bullet out of hell. Her spunk allowed her to fearlessly go toe-to-toe with hard-headed frontmen O'Leary and Mark Cuban if she had to. Frankel was also able to use her appeal to girl power to strike a deal with QVC powerhouse Lori Grainer for her company. No Mustache, a portable waxing product for women's upper lip. Her diverse background allowed her to adapt to different products and services in different industries where she would give feedback. She could also find ways to relate to products that were outside of her expertise from a consumer standpoint in very practical ways. Similar to Corcoran, Frankel is never scared to play hardball with the men and is adaptable to new products that aren't necessarily in her portfolio. The strength of this guest sharkette makes me wonder, when will they employ a majority of women to sit at the panel? It already took Shark Tank 5 seasons just to involve 2 women in one episode. Number 2. Ashton Kutcher.
I'd be willing to do the deal, $200,000 for 25% of the company and split it with one.
Yep.
This man has greatly evolved from his days portraying the goofy stoner in That 70s Show and Dude, Where's My Car? Kutcher was an early investor in Uber, Airbnb, and Skype, and his vast knowledge of business and product was strikingly apparent in the first pitch he sat in on. He not only spoke intelligently amongst the other sharks, but he ended up striking a deal on that first pitch for the company, the Bebo, because it appealed to his life as a father. The product was a variant of a baby bottle. In the same episode, Kutcher looked like a hero when he challenged Mr. Wonderful for taking it too hard on a contestant, and later succeeded in shushing and interrupting him with no backlash. Kutcher's ability to charm the cast with his lighthearted personality and victory dances make his guest appearances an exciting environment. If you haven't seen Kutcher in season 7, it is worth looking back and seeing him close a few clever deals. Number 3. Richard Branson. Multi-billionaire, philanthropist, and founder of the Virgin Group, Richard Branson was a guest on Shark Tank twice in season 9. The season premiered with his first guest appearance, and it was one of the most memorable episodes of Shark Tank I have ever seen. He struck a deal with the company Sierra Madre Research, where he gave $175K in exchange for a 15% equity stake, but he promised to donate all of the profits from a share to a charity of their choice. Wow, Branson, real shark-like? When the meditation app Simple Habit gave their presentation, tension began boiling between the 2 billionaires on the panel, him and Cuban. At first, Branson was immensely frustrated with Damon for criticizing the contestants' comfortable financial lifestyle, but then he got into an intense verbal altercation with Cuban that snowballed into Branson splashing his glass of water in Cuban's face for being rude. Number 4. Rohan Oza.
$400,000 for me to get interested, it's got to be more like 25%.
The tactical brand development and marketing strategist Rohan Oza is one of the most prominent figures in the food and beverage industry. He was part of Vitamin Water's campaign to sell to Coca-Cola for $4.1 billion. He's invested in a number of products in the industry and holds a very high value for education. Oza has a loud personality that allows him to take the center stage among the sharks. He fits right in with the rest of the esteemed investors and articulates his point of view on products and evaluations concisely and effectively. His familiarity with the food industry adds a valuable dimension of expertise to the tank, which is helpful because of the large number of kitchen, food, and drink products that come in and out of the show. For this reason, I am surprised that he has not been offered a role as a main act on Shark Tank, but he does hold the second most appearances of any guest shark to be featured on the reality show. Number 5. Chris Sacca.
What do you think you need from the rest of the line here?
Are you really that clueless?
No,
Seriously, are you really that clueless?
I haven't heard you speak up, Mark.
Chris Sacca is undisputably the best guest shark to ever be on Shark Tank. This billionaire left his job as a Google executive and started one of the highest performing investment funds in financial history. Saka has unparalleled quick wits, and when he dissects the components of a potential investment, it's like listening to a computer. He is a decisive investor and a savvy negotiator that can box it out with the best of the main sharks. Also, while doling out quality advice to the entrepreneurs, he makes sure to remain polite and conscientious of the contestants' feelings without sugarcoating his opinion. Saka brings an entertainment value too, with his badass one-liners. For instance, when Herjavec criticized Cuban Steel with the parking ticket app fixed in Season 7 by saying you paid $700K for a company doing $80K in revenue, Saka interjects with, I paid $300K for a company with no revenue. It's called Uber. Herjavec immediately mumbled, interesting. Saka also has more episodes on his belt than any other guest shark in the history of this show. This brings us to the end of our video. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen. I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.